Welcome back to the channel, everyone, or if you're new here, I'm Herman, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys some of the experience that you might be able to see if you go to a night market in Taipei, Taiwan.
Yeah, these chicken wings look amazing.
Mung bean batter. The night markets here in Taiwan are an experience in themselves, particularly because when everything is closing, the night markets start to open, and they start to open normally around 4 p.m. in the afternoon and run until about 10 p.m. at night. Starting off here with Ximen Night Market, it may be misleading with the word night market because what you might be thinking is it's all outdoors, it's all outdoor vendors, street vendors, but in reality it's kind of a mixture of a lot of shops being open late, restaurants being open late, as well as street food vendors located throughout all the pedestrian areas of the night market. Because the night markets here tend to run across multiple different blocks, it's pretty easy to get lost and trying to find your way back into the same area that you were, or maybe if you find a restaurant that you liked and you want to try to go back to it because you wanted to look at other places first, it may be difficult to get back to it just because there's so many businesses and so many people walking around that it's just easy to get lost in the sauce. And despite the night markets taking up several blocks of the city, they normally will have most of the areas being pedestrian friendly and closed off to regular traffic. But there are some places where you do have to cross roads, so make sure you still pay attention to traffic when that happens. And normally regular shops and restaurants are going to be mixed among each other. You might have one store, restaurant, so you never really know what you're going to find. So always keep your eye out and see if anything looks good, or maybe if there's a crowd and the food looks good, give it a shot. And if you're looking specifically for street vendors only, they do come out, but they usually come out a little bit later, not exactly at 4 p.m. In part because they have to bring in their carts and they have to set up, whereas some of the stores and restaurants that are already in the districts that make up the night market are already there, so they don't have to worry about that like the street vendors do. But if you're looking for the best prices, that's probably where you're going to want to wait for, is when the street food vendors come out. Regardless of the price that you're looking for, what I would recommend is actually just go through as much as possible before really starting to eat a lot, in part because there are so many good places. And if you go by yourself, you're really going to need to save your appetite so you can try many stalls, many vendors, and just try a little bit of everything. And especially if you travel with company, make sure that maybe you have the opportunity to order a little bit more and share amongst yourselves and decide what you like best from the stands that you see throughout the night market. A popular item, it usually contains sweet potatoes of different variations. They usually do it with particularly sauces to make them a little bit extra sweeter or give them different flavors. But you also are going to find the usual, maybe stereotypical night market or almost fair food, such as sausages and other things that you'll also find in the West that may be more familiar with you. But you're also going to find things such as stinky tofu, some of the rice combinations with sausages. But all of them, give them a shot. They're really, really good. One that I always enjoy are the scallion pancakes, usually with a mix of both, like I said, scallions, but also eggs. But my favorite item in the Taiwanese night market here in Ximen was the yibao, which is the Taiwanese burger. It's actually made of pork belly rather than beef, but all the seasonings, such as the scallions, are very popular, but also you also have a lot of different other condiments and pickles. Everything was really good, including the bun. The bun is very, very soft. So this is one that I highly recommend if you come across it. It's very different, but it is also very familiar, I think, for Westerners.
This is what's left of the Taiwanese burger. This is really, really, really good. This was probably the cheapest thing too.
The night markets are also a place for shows and street performers. So once you get your food, or while on your way to finding food, you can also stick around and see some of the street performers do their best.
Made it to the end of Danshui line. That's the red line. Damn, it was. I kept seeing it and finally got to do it. And I'm gifted with another street market. For the most part, they're kind of everywhere throughout the city in different districts, especially next to the metro stations. And I'm still amazed just how much like Japan this place is. But everything's very kind of organized, very small. All the streets are small, like just has that vibe.
And one of the big reasons why I wanted to check out Danshui is because this district, unlike some of the other ones, is a little bit far from the city center, so you get a better local vibe. There are fewer businesses that are in English, and that was actually kind of pretty apparent by the fact that because it's in the northwestern end of the city, you simply just don't get as many tourists. So the vibe is a little bit different. And one of the obvious ways that this is more of a local area is that at some of the events you can tell they're not really geared towards tourists, so it is cool seeing that. But one thing that actually amazed me a lot was that despite a lot of people being around there also eating and going out, and even as families with kids, everything was very clean. All the streets were very clean. You didn't really see trash anywhere. So I think they did a really good job in keeping the area very well kept despite all the crowds.
Oh shit.
And similar to the other night market, make sure you walk around a little bit instead of going straight forward to the first place that looks awesome and stuffing your face, because then you might miss out on some really good other spots later down the walk.
Quail eggs. Delicious.
And one of the cool things that I really liked about this night market was that it's a waterfront night market, and you will see some of the ferries crossing people from one side of the river to the other. And myself being a sucker for crab, I found one stall with a crab roll that I definitely had to have. And after trying the Taiwanese burger in Ximen, I wanted to try out some of the other variations of what they call burgers, and I wasn't disappointed. They were really good. They're all very different. They usually don't include beef. They usually a lot of times include pork instead, but similar to how some of my Indian friends tell me that they like to go out for burgers, and it turns out that those burgers don't even have meat most of the time. They actually still look really, really good, so give them a shot even if you are not sure.
Everything really is Mandarin. You just have to look at the pictures. Even sometimes you just have to struggle a little bit, but that's part of the fun. Ooh, that looks really good. Eggs, scallops, noodles, and gotta have it with a Coke. Gotta put the label to the camera. Because I am absolutely stuffed. I didn't just stop at one place. I made sure to save my appetite for different places, and so I just finished it with the scallops. Oof. Delicious. Here in Taipei, check out this one, Danshui or Tamshui. The pinyin is a little different here in Taiwan, so I'm very, very confused. But check it out anyways. I'll put the link in the description so you can easily find it.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And in the comments down below, let me know what you thought of the night market, or if you've been to Taipei or live in Taipei, let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, or if you have any questions about the experience that you might have when you go. And as I said, the Google Map links will be in the description. But until next time, bye.